So this is my first video. I figured I would just introduce myself. For those of you who don't know me, I have a blog. It's supposed to be Wonderfully Ill, but I think it's Wonderfully Ill because I have MS, and I have a tendency of not being able to type very well and communicate very well. But I have a son. He's 7. I am 28, and I have a husband. Well, not exactly a husband because we're not married yet, but we're supposed to be getting married. We've known each other since we were teenagers, so yeah. And then so I have other issues as well. I have PCOS and multiple herniated discs. I will do my best to be focused, but because of my mess, I tend to not be focused. And sorry about my eye. I am outside and it's pretty bright out here. Geez, I don't know what else to say about myself. I'm a little overweight right now. I'm trying to work on that, but it's very hard because I don't really get out much with my MS. I just moved from Florida back to Texas where my son was born. My son was born in Beaumont, but we lived in Florida for I don't know, going on 8 years. And then I have a huge story on that, which I'll talk about later. But yeah, I'm going to start vlogging, I guess. And then I also would like to start an ASMR channel. But I want to get a Patreon going as well. Not just for me, obviously. I would like to start my vlogging channel and my ASMR channel and my Patreon for causes such as autism, because my son has autism and ADHD. His autism isn't exactly as bad. We're thinking it's Asperger's, more than likely, and my husband is the same way. So, yeah, there's that. And then, so we'll see where it goes. As far as that, I will do my best to post as often as I can. I'm not exactly on a schedule because I just started out, and with my MS I have relapses. I'm not on any medication for my MS. I've had MS for going on, that we know of, for 4 years. And it's been quite the journey. I get really tired of hearing all of the, I don't know, I guess happy stories or successful stories of all the people who have MS. And I know that sounds silly, but it's I don't seem successful in getting medication for it. I have no income currently, and I've had to force my husband to not have income either so that I could receive some kind of care. My primary care doctor is only able to assist me in my symptoms. Sorry, I have something going on with my throat too right now. Both of my boys are sick right now, so they're gonna get me sick too. Fun stuff. But I have a compromised immune system, which I can't get help for right now because that's not exactly a symptom that they can help with. I don't know. I figured it would be nice for people to see what it's like for people who don't have the proper health care and the proper help when they have MS and they start out with MS. So I'm going to try to show you guys my good days and my bad days. Right now, this is kind of a good day, so I don't have headaches and I'm not going through any nerve pain today, but and I'm not really having too much trouble focusing. I do have a little bit of trouble focusing, but doing okay. I just wanted to get MS out there, and not just on a, oh, I know somebody who has MS and they're doing just fine, like, point of view, on a real point of view, on a point of view that is like, oh, I have MS and it's invisible and I do struggle and I do have a hard time existing in the world that I live in. So, society expects me to be one way and I'm not. So, I just want everybody to know that it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it won't go away, and this is what I'm stuck with. So, and I'm 28 and I use a walker to get places, and I use a walker to do things. I can't do dishes without a chair or without leaning against the sink. I do laundry, but I cannot do it without, again, a chair or something to lean on. Oftentimes I have to use my walker for that too. When I go shopping, if I go shopping, it's a very rare occasion that I get out of the house, I have to use a walker or the cart to kind of support myself on. I will use the carts that they provide, the scooter carts, I suppose they are. I don't know what everybody else would call them, but I get a lot of flack for using them just because I'm young and I look really healthy, I guess. But I'm not. So, and then if I am walking and I'm having a good day, like I don't need my walker, people will often think that I'm drunk or drugged or something because I have a hard time, like, standing and being stable. I try to not limit myself because in order to maintain strength and things like that, I have to test myself and do those things that are hard for me. I don't have a therapist or anything like that yet, so it's not as simple as everybody seems to think. And this is my first vlog, so you're gonna have to excuse me if I'm unfocused or I don't look at you guys enough, but I'm trying. I am. Anyhow, I don't know. I have tried for disability multiple times. I've been denied because they say I have quality of life, which really makes no sense if you think about it. I can't get a job because if I were to get a job, I would have to find one that's okay with me missing days or weeks of work, because when I go through a relapse, there are times where I'm unable to do more than sleep. So that makes no sense there. Even if I were to get a desk job or a work at home job, keeping up with the schedule would be hard for me just because of my unexpected relapses, and because believe me, it's not like I don't want to work, because I do. I want to be a normal person. I want to work and I want to have all of those things that everybody else has. I want to be a good mom and to be a good wife, and I'm not capable of doing those things. So it's been hard for my son, because before I got sick, I was a good mom. I took him to school. I got him dressed. I bathed him, and it was hard for him. I went to the hospital a few times. I was in the hospital for 10 days each time. And for him, it was like, where's mom? She's the one who takes care of me. She's the one who does everything for me. And he was like confused. And so it has taken him a lot of time to get used to the fact that there are days that even if he's sick, if mommy's sick, there's nothing mommy can do. So he's got to figure it out on his own, or hope that there's another adult home like daddy or someone else to help take care of him. So he is capable of, making his own breakfast and making his own lunch and dinner and washing his own dishes. And he's only 7, so and we've dealt with DCF, which that's in Florida. In Texas, I think they call it CPS. It's people who would like to take your kids because they think that you're not doing a good enough job, and they consider my inability to physically take care of him as neglect, which I think is foolish, because as a mom, I'm doing everything that I can, and I'm even training him to take care of himself, which is hard, and he's homeschooled. So I have taught him how to even school himself if there's a day that I'm sick and I can't take care of his school. So and I get a lot of backlash for that, but the reality is he wants to spend as much time with me as he can, and he himself does not want to go to a public school. He has the right to make that decision, I feel, and he is smart. He's not stupid, and he's well educated. He's in 2nd grade, but really he could pull off 3rd grade, but I keep him in the 2nd grade because that makes his life easier when it comes to submitting his assignments and actually doing his assignments, because then he doesn't really need my help. He just gets my help, or rather he'd like me to sit there and watch him do his schoolwork, because that's spending time with me. I may have 2 dogs, and he takes care of them most of the time. But yeah, I don't know, just let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I am new at this, so we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it goes somewhere, because I need it to go somewhere. But bye.